Looks like I am live. What is going on, everyone? And I have another Indie Shop Wednesday going on. And for the last time, I'm just going to kind of talk about really what this is. And this is just me um, doing my best to kind of help pick up for where Comic Shop Wednesday left off on A Drink with Crazy's channel. I just kind of wanted to be not a replacement, more of just a spiritual successor should he ever decide to do this again. I don't want to be in his way either. I just really appreciated what he had to do, and I just want to do whatever I can to do my part in just kind of highlighting some indie projects, whether it's comics, movies, games, whatever. And I'm gonna focus primarily on like Fund My Comic, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and that's where I'm just gonna start for now. So, without further ado, let us go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with with Fund My Comic. Just that's the one I'm really fond of, even though I don't back it as much as I should. I really ought to do better than that. I really appreciate that a lot of people are trying to go to them and support them in any way, shape, or form. So, I believe last time I took a look at Phenomenon number 2. Looks pretty cool. And unfortunately, it's got 3 days to go, and it's only about halfway there, just a little over halfway. So I really hope it gets a big... and we'll see what happens for him here. I've already backed A Saga of Sunsets, so I'm not going to really look into that one. It's on it's got quite a while to go here. We got 200 and some odd days there, so got plenty of time for it. Trying to see what all we got here. Yeah, and then the Paul Bunyan versus Dracula one that I'm definitely looking into. It's got a little over a week left to go, but only at 22%. This one seems like a lot of fun to me. And what is this? Al Capone Vampire Catch-Up. This is your chance to catch up on both Vampire, Pa and Al Capone Vampire from the start with a full selection of offerings. Now, if I can't find anything else, I might take a look at that one. I already, took a look at something with vampires last week, so I just want to spice it up just a touch. See what else I can find here. Oh, yeah, plenty of ass and titties here. Fembot Volume 1. Okay, another vampire deal. I thought it was just all about the ass and titties. What is this? Arbiter. Okay, so right from the get-go, it says, Arbiter number 1 is a 22-page, pulse-pounding comic book. If you like superheroes, the supernatural, and a ton of action, look no further than Arbiter. All right, well, let's take a quick look and see what we got. All right. Well, hopefully everything's going good here. I'm getting a little issue with YouTube. All right. So it says about the campaign. Chris was born to be an Arbiter. Bursting onto the scene with powerful radiance, the Arbiter's purpose is to close cracks, rifts, and breaks in our reality, preventing creatures from beyond entrance. Okay. However, Chris doesn't know he was born with powers he doesn't understand. Always hiding what he is, the one man who had answers, his adopted father suddenly disappearing, leaving the man of light lost in the dark. It is up to Chris to discover who or what he is and unlock mysterious surroundings. His father, the mystery. The mystery surrounding his father and rise to his destiny as the Arbiter. Will he succeed, or will all hell break loose? All is not what it seems. Follow Chris's journey and question all that you know about reality in the first exciting installment of Arbiter. Okay. I like how I had a fucking late 90s, early 2000s internet down there. That's always promising. So hopefully I'm not having too much trouble and everything's still coming through just fine. Let's go ahead and see what I got for video here. Darkness creeping like a shadow. Demons crawling from the gallows. Spirits wandering through the meadows. There's no light inside. Hear the battle and the distant screams of war. Oh, can you listen? Heavy chains, they are a prison. Are you free or a slave to the fight? Are you a liar? Are you a sinner? Or are you a fighter? Are you the interiors here all look pretty good. Find yourself, there's a light beyond the flames. Angels, they are calling your name as you run into the fight. Rise from the ashes, rise from the graves, rise to your purpose, rise from the pain, rise up from anger, rise from the shame, rise to the occasion, and say, are you a lover, or are you a liar? Are you a sinner, or are you a fighter? Are you the hunted, or are you the hunter? Are you a demon, or are you a savior? Okay. It doesn't tell us a whole lot. The songs, I can't hate too much on that song there. It's not bad. I was kind of feeling it. Yeah, so the trailer doesn't tell us anything more. I guess if I were to stop on it, I might be able to grab a little bit more from the, from what this comic's got going on there. It looks like our main protagonist may be a fighter of some sort, and people are having issue with him winning all the time. I'm not entirely certain. But I do like the idea of somebody going through and just keeping creatures from coming into the world. Those stories tend to be fairly interesting to me. Fairly certain that's a lot of what Doctor Strange does in the Marvel universe. So I can't say that I've read a shit ton of his, but I do have some, and that does tend to be a lot of the focus of the ones I at least own, comic-wise. So, but yeah, that was Arbiter. Looks pretty good. It's really just that storefront, so no end date, and it's made about 10% of its goal. So they want to reach 5,000. They're at 500, and that's so far been in a month. So I believe that's doing fairly well. I could be wrong on that one. Oh, hey, here's some of the. So yeah, this is all the stuff that was in the interiors. And yeah, that kind of looks like our guy on the cover there. So, and yeah, that's the guy that's like, oh, I'm sick of him always winning. So, but yeah, not bad, not bad. All right, let's see what else we got here on Fund My Comic. if my internet will agree with me today. I don't know. Might have to start finding other solutions here. Okay, what is Mercenary Guild? Let's take a look at that. So something about it being dark fantasy, and I don't believe I showed any of that before. Okay, so Mercenary Guild issue number 1. We're excited to present our new series here at Shattermare Comics. The Mercenary Guild is an epic dark fantasy adventure series. Okay? So we start off with stretch goals here. Am I missing something? Okay, so some fairly bad things going on here. Oh man, got the life sucked right out of her. All right, so we got animals just running around, like running around. All right, here we go. Here's a little bit more on this. In a small war-ravaged town on a remote island, an evil once thought banished still lurks deep within the land. In this slowly healing community, torn between two factions, an outcast band of adventurers strive to rebuild their lives and make this island their home. As darkness encroaches upon the weary citizens, only the Mercenary Guild stands in its way. Join our crew of hardened warriors as they crush their enemies to save the town of Saltport from evil forces hell-bent on dominating the world. So, alright, let's go back up and see what we can get from that trailer there.
In a small, war-ravaged town on a remote island, an evil once thought banished still lurks deep within the land and is reawakening. In this slowly healing community torn between two factions, an outcast band of adventurers strive to rebuild their lives and make this island their new home. As darkness encroaches upon the weary citizens, only the Mercenary Guild stands in its way. Join the guild at themercenaryguild.com to receive an exclusive Elven Sorceress trading card.
So basically, just redid everything that I'd already said. But hey, what can you do? Yeah, that doesn't look half bad. This, I don't know. Some about this art, it seems familiar to me. And I'm not sure if I've seen some of this work before. I don't know. I can't quite place my finger on it at the time, but it seems quite familiar, especially this character. This guy up front here, the bald head and the sword, and he just it's not how the character looks himself. It's just something about him is ringing a bell, and I'm not quite sure where I might have seen something similar. I don't know if I'm familiar with this artist's work. The name's not Luke. I'm not even gonna try this last name. It doesn't ring a bell as far as familiarity here. But yeah, I mean, it looks like they were definitely taking some dark twists and turns here. Like this scene in particular, I'm like, man, what the hell is going on here? That's some fucking dark shit right there. Okay, so you can get a shirt here. I guess, yeah, let me, God, I forgot to do that on the last one. Okay, so it looks like $300 is like kind of their top tier. Um, so you get original art. You get cover A, exclusive trade cover. You get signatures and the digital version, all for the $300 there. $150, you get to be drawn into the comic, along with quite a few of these other things. So basically, from what I can tell, yeah, you're basically just trading one out for the other. So instead of an interior page, you get drawn into the book, and then everything else. Okay, so for $75, you get an incredibly rare version of issue 1 of Mercenary Guild, cover A. You will receive an awesome looking high quality metal front cover of issue 1. Very metal. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh shit. Okay, so for $96, oh, okay. I was like, okay, that's what I'm missing. 10 copies of this for $96. Okay. Mostly for like retailers. Okay, gotcha. All right, and so for $28, this is all US. Digital cover A virgin, exclusive virgin cover. And oh, cool. All right, stretch goals. Hit 1,000 metal upgrade for the bookmark, which I still feel like bookmarks are so underrated. I actually very much enjoy them. I use them quite a bit, so I will collect them. And I honestly need to have something to hold all of the bookmarks in. Ugh. Alright, cool. So yeah, that shit got really, really fucking dark. And I mean, it does say mature right there. And yeah, I mean, we did see some blurred out titties, so definitely for an older audience. Alright. Silence Do Good. Electric Dreams. Okay, let's take a look and see what that one is. Oh, this seems like my kind of stuff. A young Ben Franklin is trapped in a VR program controlled by AI in an alternate future. I don't even know what the fuck I just read, but I want to read more. All right, so Benjamin Franklin is Silence Dogood. Is a clever, daring, and rebellious teenager thrust into an unimaginable crisis. Snatched from his time, he is imprisoned in a virtual reality world designed by Milo, America's most formidable tech mogul. His world, governed by a cunning AI, is a place where algorithms dictate every move. Humanity is trapped in a sleepless dream, and liberty is a forgotten concept. Faced with a pivotal decision, Ben's choices reach far beyond his own fate. They threaten to alter the course of history as he navigates this bewildering new world. He must rally his allies, outsmart formidable foes, and unravel the secrets to his abduction before time itself is irreversibly disrupted. All right. So, this seems right up my alley. Where we just we take a little bit of the past and just kind of alter some things. I definitely liking what I'm seeing here. So, it's oh, no trailer. Okay. Fantastic. So, $33, you get a foil cover. Shipped in a sturdy Gemini mailer. Okay, cool. $25. Dan Lawless variant. Looks like how that's it. $25 Eric Weathers variant. And then we have Sean Salter variant. Cool. For $100, you get all of them. Okay, so $100 looks like top tier there. Yeah, this all looks really good on the inside. Might have to think about this one a little bit harder. This is my kind of strange. Very good. All right, I think I could maybe do one more here. Let's see. Let's discover some more here. See what that gets me. Now the Mythicals number 3, I do have. I actually really enjoy the Mythical series. It's been a fun little. I always kind of compared it to like Men in Black in a weird way, just like monster version of it. Kind of hard to put my finger on exactly what it is about it at this particular moment, but. For any who like monsters and stuff like that, as you see, we got a werewolf and a vampire duking it out here. Good stuff. And I would definitely recommend for any monster fan. I also have Kill Stan over here, both 1 and 2. I have yet to read either of them. They are in just this long list of things yet to be gotten to. But I will slowly but surely make my way there. Try to get one more load up here. All right. Well, okay, I kept seeing Chrome Dog. No, we'll take a quick look. I think I already looked at this one, but we'll take one more quick look. Maybe not. I think I almost looked at it last time. Okay, no, this all looks new. Okay, so Chrome Dog number 1, Perfect Strangers. Chrome Dog is a love letter to Spider-Man and Batman mixed with cyberpunk genre set in a familiar 90s metropolis known as Epsilon City. Okay. So this is out of Tennessee. No. Oh, sorry. No trailer here, so let's see what we got. So the story is, waking up dazed, Chrome Dog remembers nothing. To stay busy, he works odd jobs throughout Epsilon City. Chrome Dog takes on contracts with cleanup crews, event security staff, criminals, and detectives. He even landed a day job as mascot for Cerulean Park. One day, while selling plushies to carnival patrons, Chrome Dog sees 2 park employees kidnap a mother and her daughter. Will he find them before it's too late? Chrome Dog number 1, Perfect Strangers, is a 32 action-packed pages with elements of cyberpunk, science fiction, and street-level justice by Justin K. Sweet. This comic is recommended for ages 10 plus for mild language, violence, and themes. Okay. I do always appreciate, the writer's input as to what he feels their work is qualified for. Because that's more or less saying, here's the audience I had in mind. So I do appreciate that. All right. So, the art. I don't really have a whole lot to say to art, so I'm not that kind of guy. I'm basically, if I can be told the story visually, that's good enough for me as far as art. I just go, huh, yeah, pretty pictures, like. So I'm not really one to do too much, but Luke Stone, yeah, I'm familiar with some of his artwork, and yeah, that makes sense why I'm liking what I'm seeing. And then I swear, Eric Weathers, man, that man's name is on everything as a letterer, and that is awesome. I mean, good on him for constantly being out there. But yeah, I'm familiar with seeing his name on virtually everything. So that man is forever staying busy. So, yeah, this seems pretty interesting as well. Guys just doing odd jobs. I kind of wonder if, I would imagine since he remembers nothing, that's going to play part in the story. A lot of those tend to be the case there. All right, so for our rewards over here, $10 gets you the Luke Stone cover. Okay, looks like that's really it. Okay. Oh no, okay. Here we go. Raw. All right, $5 digital, $30 artist edition, black and white. It says own a rare piece of comic history, complete with a sketchbook page at the back of the book. Oh, goodness gracious. Forgive me. It's been a long day. Has nothing to do with my feelings towards this book, just to be clear. It's just been a very, very, very long day. I am the father of a 2 and a 4-year-old, so any parents out there, you know my ass is constantly moving. So, alright, well, I think I've looked at enough projects on Fund My Comic. Like I said, I really need to give this site a bit more attention. But yeah, we got some real good stuff over here. So, over to Kickstarter. Now, this is the site, like I was saying last time, I tend to use this one the most simply because I'm lazy as fuck and it has an app that I can put on my phone, and that's how I just get comics. So I buy more from Kickstarter simply because of that. So Fund My Comic, you guys over there, anybody, part of that organization listening, maybe look into that. I'm sure you already are, but that'll certainly make some, mouth breather like me go, oh, okay, I'll use it. So, all right. The Animated Tales of Zach? Who's Zach? I don't know. We might check out Zach. Okay. Anne's Playhouse Cosplay Cover Galley Art Book. Okay. A bunch of Star Wars chicks on there, and then if this is some character I'm supposed to know who it is, I don't. But yeah. Okay. I'm beyond that. The Hallowed Knight #2, a horror comic book. It's got about a month left and about 70% funded. Hell yeah. Might take a look at that one. That one sounded... You know what? Fuck it. Let's take a look. That one's catching my eye. Let's go to it. It's out of Bologna, Italy. Bologna. Alright, so Hallowed Knight #2. A forbidden pact, a dark power, and an ever-looming threat of a monster hunter who wants them dead. A comic by San M. and Lady Santos. Okay. Alright. So the story. As the bell tolls for midnight, the monsters that lurk on the city street must find a way to kill something much worse than they could ever be. The Hallowed Knight returns for issue 2. In the endless night of the dark city of Sleepless Harrow, a witch, a vampire, and a werewolf team up to kill the boogeyman that plagues their lives, Victor Hellblade. In issue 2, we discover the tormented truth behind... Okay, hold on. I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it an attempt here. Naina's lust for revenge and faced her unimaginable grief. Sirius brings a new friend into their plan, but can a creature hunter be trusted? And Lauren? Something is not quite right with the vampire spawn. Hallowed Knight #2 continues featuring a deadly confrontation with a world monster hunter, demonic witch packs that will break the fabric of the world, and an unsettling curse that finally makes itself known. Okay. This does seem a little bit more up my alley. Given the strong themes and depiction of violence and blood, this book is rated 16+. Okay, so more of a mature teen kind of deal. And again, I appreciate that's given to us from the creator, because that's who they're trying to cater to. Gotcha. here we have some of our characters. So this is Lorne. This is our vampire spawn. And I do immediately notice that up here on the portrait, we have like the teeth. I do like that. And then we have the little goat head. Naina? Fuck it. Moving on. She is the last Dark Witch, which makes sense for the... Then we have a little claw mark, so I'm guessing this is... Oh, and his name is Sirius, so yep, he is our werewolf. Okay. Cool. So this is all in euros, or whatever money. Fuck it. I'm not gonna pretend to know outside of American currency. So let's just go over here. So about 14 USD gets you the paperback, along with a digital copy. But it's only to certain countries. Okay. 18 USD gets you variant cover along with a digital copy. $28 gets you all caught up with 1 and 2. Both physical, okay. And then shipping is applied at on the back end after the campaign ends through backer kit. Okay, got some stickers here. A charm. And I like the standees here. So I do find that those are pretty awesome, like little things that the indie creators have been doing. Because, like action figures are pretty fucking expensive. So, I like to collect as much as I can, whether it's shirts or standees I'm particularly fond of. So I do like that those are things being created more and more. So, all right. Nope. Okay. Okay. What is catching stars here? We have all sorts of weird shit going on here. They got a gorilla launching like rockets out of his fucking wrist, and he looks like a King Kong sized gorilla here. So, one man plus one intergalactic alien equals a big mess. All right, I'll bite. Okay, so Catching Stars tells us the story of Troy Bradley, an engineer working for the mysterious Bureau Corporation. Alongside his work colleagues Polly and Ty, Troy has been working on a new experimental weapon that can manipulate gravity. Troy's life is about to get a whole lot more complicated, and skeletons from his past will soon emerge as his classified work in the depths of the Bureau's laboratory deepens. For fans of 90s Disney's movies, UFO stories, action-adventure tales. Well, I like most of that stuff. Seeing some of the interiors here. I do like the artwork on this. Yeah, fucking. So they're over in the UK, so ouch to any other countries. So for me, it's an additional €15, and I want to say that that's roughly $18 in shipping. Always something to consider. All right, let's see the trailer. Now that I've looked at all that stuff. Well, having some issues. Okay. Give it a second, see if if it freezes again, I'm just gonna be fucking done with it. Okay. So yeah, didn't tell us more than what we already saw. So you know, their recommendation for like somebody like me is like, oh, hey, just get the digital. I'm not big on digitals. I really would rather have the copy in my hand. I use digitals like if somebody wants to. I just recently did a review on somebody's book. I already backed it, like I already made the purchase, but they wanted to get my thoughts on it a little earlier, so I went ahead and just allowed the digital one to come on through, and you know I put my thoughts in it, and so. I don't typically do that kind of stuff. I won't back something unless I'm getting a physical copy typically. So, if I want to do like the the physical copy, I gotta understand. Okay, it's about $7 plus an additional 18 in shipping. Unless I like to try and make it a little bit more worth my while. Like if I'm gonna spend closer to $20 in shipping, and I'm willing to spend that much in shipping, I'm gonna be looking to try and grab something else to make that more justifiable to me. So I at least want the same amount that I'm about to put in. So, but yeah, looks pretty good. I'm not entirely certain if it's going to be worth spending that kind of shipping for, but I like the art. I like the story, you know, and of course I like the monsters, or sorry, alien in this case, with the gorilla. But da, 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 da. Who did the art? That's what I'm kind of curious of. I don't know if I'm just missing this entirely, or because I do like it. So I'm curious if it's somebody I'm familiar with. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, so did Hal do all this? Did he write it and do the artwork? So good on him, because that'll save him a shit ton of money. Okay, so risk and challenges. The comic is already fully drawn and lettered, so there aren't any risks on the development front. I know communication is key, so I will address every question personally and timely. If you have a question or any problems during the fulfillment of this project, don't hesitate to notify him. That's pretty cool. It's always nice knowing, like, hey, I've already got it ready. It just, you know, let me hit the goal and I can get it shipped out. So that's pretty cool. All right, I think I've spent enough time on this one. Let's see. Oof, running low on time. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have over on Indiegogo. This is probably the one that I back the least amount from. No particular reason outside of, one, there is no app. So my lazy ass can't just immediately access it like with Kickstarter. And two, if I'm going to go through the trouble of going to the website, I would rather go to Fund My Comic personally. But I do sometimes keep some tabs over here. I know that there are creators who would prefer just to use this one. So I already mentioned before, Anatomic. I'm already planning on backing that from Shane Davis. I do like the Inglorious Rex series, and this is a spin-off. And if I read it correctly, it's going to be a prequel on the series, just kind of letting us get to learn more about Anatomic, Anna and Anatomic, or / Anatomic, a little bit more. So that's just one I'm like, okay, I'm already going to back it. I like Inglorious Rex 1 and 2. I believe the third one was already launched. And if so, I more than likely have already backed it. Or maybe I'm just off. I don't know. I back a lot of things, so memory's a little fuzzy. I back a lot, I read a lot. So mine's not always made up. I already backed Pencils Down. Mentioned that last time. Okay, so Silence Do Good's already over here too. And I believe they hit their goal on Kickstarter, but yeah, fully funded and then some. So that's fantastic. And yep, already backed and read Project Analysis episode 4. And speaking of Project Analysis, I'll be they got the he's got the spin-off for these two over here. And yeah, I believe that's coming out in a couple days if I'm not mistaken. And I'll be all over that one too. It's like toots, toots. So far, not a whole lot catching my eye of things that I already haven't. Hey, look, Mercenary Guild. Nothing that's catching my eye that I haven't already backed. Or in this case, I know I took a look at this one last time. Which, you know, might just be as well because I'm running a little low on time and I want to see if I can maybe get any. Wow! Okay, just moving on by that one. Holy shit. Fuckers are trying to get me kicked off YouTube. I'll probably try to do this one again. I think he tried on Kickstarter and it just didn't pan out, so I'll likely be checking out these. This isn't comics, so I'm not going to go into it too far, but you know, I like to back people with their figures too if they look pretty cool. What the fuck? Okay, I think we're getting out of our realm here. Alright. I just don't know. Nothing's really grabbing my attention that I haven't already backed. Haven't already backed or will be here soon enough. Alright, I'll just look at this one real quick. Got some public domain characters here. Hey, and it's got a trailer. Alright. Wily Mouse in the Land That Never Was comic book. A father trapped in a world joins forces with an unlikely sailor to make it back home. Comic book. I mean, animation looks pretty damn good. So let's see what we got.
It was a perfectly normal day in Toonland. A merry place full of glee and wonder. Until...
Hey, what are you doing on my ship?
I had a feeling you would say that. Was I gonna struggle?
Be strong.
Captain Hook is the one behind all this. An evil from long ago. He has found a way to steal Toon Force from cartoons.
What did they do to you? Is there someone waiting for you back home?
There is. My son, little Michael. Hook's presence threatens every cartoon. I'll fight so my son doesn't have to. This world is unstable. We have one chance to get back.
Leave it to me.
Ready, Puss?
Let's rock!
Are you a man or mouse? Try all you know. There is no escaping my Neverland!
Hook is looking for a fight.
We'll bring it to him.
Wily Mouse, also known as Trunks.
Zero Snake here, the creator of Willy Mouse. I hope you enjoyed that exclusive preview of what the series could offer. The project has grown so much since its initial conception. I've been able to create pages, animation, to show off what the series is really capable of. With your help, we can make this project an overwhelming success. Not only do supporters get a visually stunning graphic novel with over 50 plus pages, they also get early bird perks such as signed copies. In addition, you get t-shirts, posters, special edition variant copies, and even the chance to appear in the comic yourself as a character. Lastly, I want to talk about stretch goals. Initially, we want to have the first batch of prints out and ready into you guys' hands so that you can enjoy and review. After that, we hope to have plushies made of our favorite mouse with attitude, Willy Mouse. Pushing it further than that, we hope to have an animated adaptation of the first book. And last but not least, we hope to have a prototype of how a video game would look. And with your help, we know we could crush through anything. I hope to have your support, and as always, stay tuned.
Okay. So that I very much enjoyed that trailer. Definitely was just like Popeye and Willy Mouse in a Dragon Ball Z-esque world. I gotta say this is my kind of weird. I definitely like that. Captain Hook being a big bad. Yeah, I like this. I definitely like the animated trailer, and it looks like a lot of the interior artwork, from what I could tell, is mimicking what we were seeing in that trailer. Yeah. Yeah, so this looks very well very well drawn. At least for me. I'm all about it. There we go. All right, so it's got 35% off. So for $350, you can cameo in Wily Mouse. I want to. Oh. $10 gets you Wily Mouse ebook and theme song. $25 looks like you get the physical copy. Collector's hardcover edition for $35. at a 12% discount. Okay, so for $40 you get the paperback and a poster. $45 gets you the paperback and 3D standee. And for $60 you get a book and a t-shirt. Oh, now this is cool. So for $70, library and school donation 3-pack. So that's pretty cool. 5 copies for donation for $100. Or you can get a jacket for $150 with the book as well. Co-producer credit for $700. And then the retailer for like 100 copies for $1,200, $1,250. So yeah, cool stuff. I'm gonna have to consider. I do like this IP stuff. It's fun to see what people are able to do with all these characters who become public domain. There's a standee one. Oh, and it spins. That's pretty neat. Haven't seen one of those yet. Pretty neat. We'll look more at the jacket. Not really my style. I would go for the t-shirt or the standee. Probably the standee. When those are available, I go after it. All right, so let's go ahead and kick on over to Kickstarters. See if there's any movies that might catch my eye. These are kind of where I'm having a little bit more of a struggle here. I try to be as forgiving as I possibly can. Okay. Well, Hell's Gate Part 1: The Rise. A thought-provoking film delving into the rich tapestry of history, mythology, and intricate nature of human conviction and legend. And it is a horror series, which I do expect to see most of these films being more of like a horror genre. A lot of them just tend to be. I think a lot of people just enjoyed making horror films. We have a trailer. No. Okay. So, it says, my name is Darren McKean. I'm an award-winning film director, filmmaker whose first solo attempt at a short film, The American Dream, a film I wrote and directed, has received no less than 5 award laurels. My goodness, I'm needing to go to bed here soon. And I'm currently a finalist for an additional further 3. For an additional 3, we'll just say that. I'm now taking my skills to a new level with a feature-length horror thriller and that I have written to take to the big screen. Preliminary estimates show this film will require a production budget of approximately $5 million AUD, whatever that might be. In order to seek out this funding, I must first commission a skilled and reputable digital artist to create the movie artwork. This foundation of and visual tool for raising future equity. The 5,000 I seek will provide the means to have the necessitated artwork completed, as well as the production and printing of sales and promotional material, including but not limited to movie posters, pamphlets, digital marketing, campaign, etc. Giving me a visual, marketable selling tool for further acquisition of funding to shoot a proof of concept, thus allowing the project to progress. Hell's Gate, while moving on my own career forward, will also provide opportunities for so many others to aspire and achieve their own career goals. From aspiring actors to directors, camera operators, and production crew, while being highly inclusive. Okay. The story is unclear, unlike any other, a fantasy containing and built on fictional elements. Hell's Gate is a spine-tingling movie that incorporates demonic possession, mythical beasts, gore, and human resilience. Wow. Taking place across a over 700-year period, commencing against the backdrop of medieval England and concluding in the complexities of the modern world. An epic secret war between good and evil has raged throughout the ages that will ultimately decide the fate of humanity. As part one of the planned trilogy, this film will set the foundation from an action-packed, horrific, and haunting, thrilling, long-term story that promises to test the human condition and leave audiences on the edge of their seats wanting more. So, right off the bat, the whole inclusive thing, I'm like, oh, okay, dude, what the fuck ever. Just make whatever you want to make, but I see that. I'm like, can we inclusive by just being best people for the job? I certainly hope I'm misunderstanding what I'm reading in that, and we're not just basing it off of race, sex, ethnicity, or sexual orientation and all that stupid shit. Just make a good product, man. Just focus on that. If you want, I would say if you want people to buy into this, just hire whoever's the best people that you can afford to do, regardless of those other characteristics. None of that should matter. So hopefully I'm being a little oversensitive when I just see the word inclusive. I don't care. So, it sounds interesting. I haven't quite grasped how the whole movie thing works. I see it from time to time, and what I do tend to see is people, doing what we're seeing here, just taking step by step by step by step by step. Now, I have contributed to one or two movies so far. I'm a little leery for the moment until I can see finished products as time goes on. But this looks pretty interesting. You got a holy war going on here. Angels and demons fighting. That's pretty cool. So we'll see what comes of that. All right, and then I'm gonna have to cut it short here. I kind of really put a lot of focus in on comics, but hey, that's more my wheelhouse. So let's see if I can get into video games here that might catch my eye, and just like with last week, I did movies on Indiegogo and games on Kickstarter. I just flip-flopped the two this time around. I did look at Fund My Comic, and I didn't see there wasn't a whole lot of variety, so I left that one out for this time around for both movies and video games. So let's see if I can find anything that might catch my eye. If not, hey, shit happens. Unfortunately, that one I took a look at last week, it doesn't look like it funded. It's a damn shame. A lot of cat things in here, I've noticed. That's fucking weird. Okay. This one over here just seems like a foot fetish one. That's kind of weird. Whatever, man. To each their own. Man. Not a damn thing really catching my eye right now. Green Nation Airstrike. This seems like it's a spoof on the, or not so much a spoof, but like maybe paying homage to the Army Men games. Let me see if I can see anything more on this one. Damn. I was hoping maybe to at least get a trailer, like a little taste of what's out there. All right. See if I can't find something. It'd be a bitch of a way to try and shoot. You gotta shoot by holding a phone in your face. Just keep seeing a bunch of launching soon, launching soon, launching soon. Blah. Well, fuck. Let's just... Alright, this sounds weird, but we'll take a... Hold on. I don't know. I'll take a look at this. This seems weird. Unpetrified, an adventure game about emotions. Okay. Alright, let's just take a look at the trailer.
Hi there, I am Matt. And I am Dominic. We are the founders of Dreamhunt Studio, and together with our incredible team, we are creating a wholesome, unique game called Unpetrified. In this single-player, narrative-driven adventure game, you take on the role of an adorable, curious golem which explores a lively and vibrant world. This experience is entirely non-violent and contains no text or dialogue, offering a wholesome and relaxing story together with the golem in this magical place.
The golem is brought to life by a magical butterfly, which embodies the energy of nature. As you travel the world, the golem experiences different emotions, and with that, the world around you changes, reflecting those emotions. Puzzles also enhance your journey, revealing new information about the past of this world and its inhabitants. You can constantly interact with your surroundings and see how the world reacts differently to your emotions. You are rewarded with colorful flowers, which you can take with you on your journey.
We are a Swiss game dev studio located in Bern. We have an amazing team of 10 people. Everything from concept art, game design, programming, asset creation, music and sound design is done in-house. Our goal is to create games that are different. It is important to us that they are non-violent, emotionally aware and have a lasting impact on you. We will also donate $1 per backer to the non-profit organization Cool Earth, which fights for the preservation of rainforests all across the world.
We are inspired by the Ghibli movie Castle in the Sky and games like Rhyme, Journey, and A Short Hike.
Okay.
Just like those games.
Hold on. It seems a little funny that we're focused on non-violent games, but we have I don't know. It kind of, I feel like you're kind of wanting to have like things that would inspire you on this, and then you got God of War sitting back there. I'm like, okay, that, like what you like, but holy shit. You know, we just seem like we're really aiming for peace on this. Just having God of War sitting there in the office just seems a little odd. I'm not hating on God of War by any means. I like all the God of War games that I've played. It just seemed a little bizarre for a bunch of people that are wanting to make peaceful games. Okay, moving on.
Just like those games, we're also creating a refreshing experience with a compelling world and unique interactions. So, if you enjoy wholesome and explorative games, which are all about emotions, we are sure that you will love Unpetrified.
Creating Unpetrified takes a lot of time and work. To be able to continue, we need your support. We would much appreciate you supporting us in any way possible. Also check out the game on Steam and join our Discord for more game updates. Thank you so much.
Thank you!
Okay, so the trailer seemed a little forced at times, you know, when you're watching certain local commercials and everybody's like, oh yeah, you know, like totally understands and stuff like that. That aside, I don't mind the idea of, you know, a real peaceful, non-violent game. It's not usually my go-to, but I've been known to periodically, you know, you just want to relax, chill out, you know, just play like Minecraft and shit like that, and just do like creative mode, or what was like another game that I've been known to play somewhere in the past. Fuck, I'm drawing a blank. But like I can see like sometimes you just want to chill out. It's not usually my go-to for games. I did like the idea that the environments can all change depending on this golem's mood, and that allows you to interact with the environment a little bit different. That seems a little interesting. And I mean, he's a cute little guy. Look at him and his little flowers. I can't say that this would be one that I would necessarily do a whole hell of a lot with. Like, this would be, like, if I were to ever play this game, it would be one of those where it's just going to be very hit and miss as far as whether I would want to play it. Because normally I want a little bit more out of a game than just simply chilling out and relaxing. Normally I like to have a little bit more of a challenge. You know, because even if I just am trying to relax a little bit, I'll just play a game on easy mode. Still something to strive for, but maybe just want to take it a little easier. Fine. So I don't know. I didn't dislike it. I just thought some of the video was just, you know, your typical stage performance kind of thing where, you know, clearly everybody there is just trying to act. But I have no idea about anything on the Cool Earth thing. What did they say? It was like for rainforest preservation or whatever. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm cool. Whatever. So, all right, cool. Yeah, hard to say whether or not I would back that, just because I do prefer some sort of challenge most times. But like I said, I've been known to every now and again just chill out, play a game, just to have a little relaxation time. So who knows? Like I said, cute little golem dude. And so it looks like, yeah, everything's being... You can get his emotion just all through his eyes. And I do like that that it's not going to tell you everything, that it'll show you things. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so no text. So, all right. Well, I've seen enough on that, and I am going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just put that away. So yeah, that is episode 2. Now hopefully everything went smoothly. I'm going to try and rewatch everything, and I do record these just in case there is fuck-ups with the internet and everything's freaking out. So if that's the case, I'll just take it down and put the recorded version on there. So hopefully, because I had to do that on Sunday stream too. So I don't know what's going on with the internet, but hey, shit happens. That's why I record, just in case. So, but that is all I got for today, guys. So until next time, take care and God bless.